Back to those protests now, as we've been talking about, and Fox 31's Heidi Hemmett right in the middle of it all. And Heidi, as you look back on it this morning, it was a lot of quiet before the storm last night.
Well, Steve, at first it looked as if the first night of the DNC would go off without a hitch. And then came last night. Denver police and protesters clashed just outside the Denver City and County building. Rubber bullets were fired, tear gas filled the air, and several dozen people were arrested. Now, protesters say they were demonstrating peacefully, doing nothing wrong when police came in and broke up the crowd. Police say the protesters were getting out of hand. They were blocking streets and creating a nuisance. Either way, it got ugly after more than 100 people were arrested. Protesters say police are overreacting.
People were gathered to peacefully protest. People were chanting all types of things like "this is our streets," but people were also chanting things like non-violence. Police on multiple occasions decided to swarm in towards the middle, divided the two groups in half, and then proceeded. Before that, they were already shooting people with pepper balls, but they walked in with big cans full of mace and were macing non-violent protesters.
Some of the people arrested were taken to that temporary holding facility located at 38th and Steel Street. A lot of those people have already been released this morning. We do expect one protest group to be here at Cuernavaca Park a little later this morning, and they're going to be planning their action for the day. We hear it could involve setting up checkpoints on some of the city streets. If they're blocking streets in any way, police are going to have a problem with that. They will not tolerate them blocking the streets, so we could see a little bit of trouble. We do know that police are prepared, and we're prepared too. We've got our little tear gas masks here. We're hoping we don't have to use them. Steve?
I really hope you don't have to either. Those eyes are too beautiful. You don't want them all teared up there with tear gas.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, Fox 31's Heidi Hemmett, and she will dive right in the middle of it. You can rest assured, though, if it does in fact happen.